What's up guys, my name is TechnoTuner and today I'm bringing to you a test hands video of my Gladiator Beast deck. This deck has a lot of OTK capability, so we're going to be looking at 2 going second hands and then 1 going first hand, just to give you a roundabout idea of how the deck works and what kind of boards you can build. This deck is a lot of fun, has a lot of capabilities for recursion, popping, breaking boards, and just doing a lot of damage. It is fusion based, so you can fall into the D barrier to really slow your play. However, in this case, we're going to be walking through and looking at it as if there's no hand traps or interruptions going through our board. So let's go ahead and hop right into it and take a look at what our first hand would be. This deck has been a lot of fun to play at locals when just goofing around with friends. I had one friend that basically forgot Gladiator Beast was a deck until I brought this out and then showed them the capabilities. Alright, so our first going second hand, we have Primite Roar, Gladiator Beast Augustus, Gladiator Beast Proving Ground, Bestiary, Test Bear, and Lanista. So, first off, we'll go ahead and activate that Gladiator Proving Ground and add us a level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from our deck to our hand. We'll go ahead and add Justel. We'll next go ahead and activate the Primite Roar, paying 2,000 to special summon a Gladiator Beast Andal from our deck to the field. This way we get a further extension piece as we go. So we'll go ahead and special summon Gladiator Beast Andal. We'll next go ahead and special summon Gladiator Beast Justel, revealing it and Augustus, and special summon both. Augustus, if this card is attacked or anything, I can shuffle it back into deck. But yeah. I can special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from my hand in face-up defense position since it was special summoned off Justel's effect. So we'll go ahead and special summon Bestiary. Justel, since it was special summoned off of Gladiator Beast, I can add one Gladiator spell or trap from deck to hand. In this case, what we're going to add we will go ahead and grab us a Gladiator Rejection. Well, no, it has... No, yeah, you can. We'll go ahead and activate the Gladiator Rejection. Your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monsters you control with card effects, except during the battle phase, which is very helpful for the deck. We'll next go ahead and link Justel and Andal off, and go directly into what we can do is either go into Test Panther or Gladiator Beast Darius. The reason why I'm taking a little bit of time is just to think it through. Darius is great if our opponent has a monster on the board, so we'll go into Darius first. Darius basically lets us go ahead and if this card is link summoned, you can special summon level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard. But if your opponent controls a monster, since we're going second, we more than likely would, we can special summon one from the deck instead. We're going to go ahead and get that Gladiator Beast Laquari. And now we're only stuck to being able to use Gladiator Beast monsters as link material. We'll next go ahead and special summon Test Bear since we control a Gladiator Beast monster that's special summoned from the deck or extra deck. And in both cases, we do have that. I contribute this card, shuffle one Gladiator Beast monster from my hand or face up field into the deck or extra deck, special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters from the deck. We're going to go ahead and tribute this and shuffle back the Augustus into the deck to summon 2 other Gladiator Beasts. So the ones that we're going to summon off of this is going to be Darius, and we'll get us a Vespasius. Since Darius was special summoned off of a Gladiator Beast effect, we can special summon one Gladiator Beast in from our graveyard. We'll go ahead and get Giselle back. So we already have a full board with Darius, Darius, Giselle, Vespasius, Bestiari, and Laquari. So what are we going to do from here? What we can do is go directly into Gazaris with Darius and Bestiari by contact fusing these two by shuffling them back into the deck and make Gazaris. Gazaris will then allow us to pop 2 cards on our opponent's board, which is very helpful for the actual board breaking capability. Then what we can do is take these two and we're going to contact fuse into Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor. We'll summon him in defense, not attack. This is going to shuffle this one back. Tamer Editor lets us special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from our extra deck without paying its actual summon cost. So that's actually very helpful. So in this case, we can go into Dominatus. I think that is probably the best case. So we'll go into Dominatus. Then what we can do here is take Gladiator Beast Darius and Giselle, go into Test Panther. Test Panther, I can add one Gladiator Beast monster from deck to hand, and then I can target one Gladiator Beast monster control and shuffle that Gladiator Beast monster into deck, especially one Gladiator Beast monster with a different original name from deck. So the first one we're going to add to our hand is going to be Gladiator Beast Noxious in case we can't get fully through the board. However, we're going to go ahead and activate the effect, shuffling back the Laquari to summon a Gladiator Beast Augustus. The best part about this is it does trigger Gladiator Beast or Gladiator rejection, allowing us to special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from deck with a different type from the monsters we control. And since we control Sea Serpent, Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, and Beast, we can grab us a Hoplimus and special summon him in defense, and then we can special summon the Lanista. So we've already gotten farther along than what we thought we would. We'll next go ahead and go directly into Gladiator Beast Augustus plus these two into our Andata or Andabata, which allows us to fusion summon one level 7 or lower Gladiator Beast fusion monster from our extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions, which is very helpful overall. This card basically lets us get Gazaris a second time, and Gazaris is not a hard once per turn pop, so we can summon it, pop another 2. So we still have the Noxious in hand. We have this board with our current setup of having Editor, Anabata, Test Panther, Gladiator Beast, Dominus, and Gazaris. Then if we had another monster, we could further extend. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and take Anabata and Tamer Editor to go directly into Dragasis. Which is going to give us 2 extra bodies in the graveyard. Dragasis is basically if Gladiator Beast monster attacks, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. In this case, we're going to go ahead and shuffle back the 5 Gladiator Beasts to go directly into Gladiator Beast Caduceus. So we'll shuffle back our Gladiator Beast Darius, Anabata, Beast Tamer Editor, our Giselle, and our Andal back into the deck and extra deck to make Claudius, or Claudius. Claudius then allows us to trigger an effect. We can then conduct our next battle phase twice. If our opponent activates any effects, we can special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from our deck during our turn, or if it's our opponent's turn, we can special summon one level 11 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from our extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. But right now, we're more along looking at just going for OTK capability here, since we're basically making a really big board with just these guys and being able to swing into it if we haven't already destroyed their board just off the Gazaris effect. So, what do we have? We have a 3,700, a 3,500, a 2,400. We have a 2K and an 800 attack. So we get to conduct our battle phase twice this turn. We've already popped 4 cards on the field, and we have a negate, which is really nice. So when we swing out, we're going to be doing a lot of damage. So right here is already 74. Yeah, 7,400. So 7,400. There's an additional 7K. There is an additional 48K. That is 4K and an additional 1,600. You've basically conducted your battle phase twice and done more than 8,000 damage this turn. Overall, this is a really fun deck, and we're going to go ahead and hop right into the second hand, since we've already seen what the first going second hand looks like. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that next hand. For our next hand, we drew Primite Roar, Gladiator Proving Ground, Gladiator Beast Giselle, Gladiator Namuchia, and a Ash Blossom. And then for our going second, we have Infinite Impermanence. All right. So what we can do here is go ahead and activate that Gladiator Proving Ground. Since we have Giselle in hand, we can get us another card that we want to see. In this case, since we have a level 4, or we have Giselle already, we are going to want to grab us a Gladiator Beast monster that we can use just to get us further extended. That's a level 4 or lower that we don't mind seeing go to the graveyard for a link. In this case, we'll go ahead and grab Atriox. Then we'll go ahead and next activate Primite Roar. Pay the 2,000, so we're at 6K, to summon us a Gladiator Beast Andal. We'll next do Gladiator Beast Giselle, revealing Atriox in itself, special summon it. Giselle will trigger as 1, Atriox is 2 to send. We're going to then send from deck to grave. We want to send a Gladiator Beast Laquari in this case. And then Giselle lets us grab Flavian Coliseum of the Gladiator Beast. We're going to also just move ahead and activate the Gladiator Beast. Coliseum of the Gladiator Beast. We'll activate the effect to discard a card, add 1 Gladiator Beast monster from our deck to our hand. We'll go ahead and discard Ash Blossom in this case, allowing us to add to our hand a Gladiator Beast Darius. So, what we can do here is next go directly into our link, summon of Gladiator Beast Darius. Gladiator Beast Darius is really great since we'll be able to special summon since our opponent would control a monster. So we'll special summon a level 4 or lower monster from hand or graveyard or from our deck. In this case, we're going to go ahead and special summon from our deck we'll go ahead and get us a Trying to find him. Actually, I don't think... Yeah, because I already sent him off. So we're not going to do from deck. We'll do from hand in this case and get us a Gladiator Beast Darius. Darius, since it was special summon off a Gladiator Beast effect, will revive back Laquari. It's in defense. Its effect can't be activated this turn. That's perfectly fine. We will next take Darius and Giselle. And go with Test Panther. Test Panther effect. We'll then target Laquari, shuffle it back. After we add... Sorry, I skipped ahead. First, I got to add one Gladiator Beast card from deck to hand. Then I can target one afterwards. So we're going to add one Gladiator Beast card from our deck to our hand. In this case, we're going to want to go ahead and grab us a Vespasius. Then we'll activate the effect to bounce back the Laquari to deck to summon an Augustus. Then, since Augustus was special summoned, we can special summon Vespasius in defense position, which is very helpful. We'll next go ahead and take these two and go directly into Tamer Editor. So since it's dependent on if we want to pop a card or not, we will want to go ahead and go into Gazaris, or we want to go into Dominatus. If we're looking for an extra pop, we want to go into Gazaris just to further allow us to keep going. But in this case, we're just going to go for... Yeah, we'll go for our Gladiator Beast Gazaris. Gazaris effect to pop two cards on the field. We'll then use these two. We'll use these two. So Tamer Editor and Gladiator Beast Darius. And go into a link to, since we also need to clear up that zone, go into Dragasis. We'll next go ahead and then shuffle back 5. We'll get the Tamer Editor, the Darius, the Darius, the Giselle, and the Atriox, or Adrix. Shuffle those back into the deck. And then we'll special summon us a Gladiator Beast Claudius, which once again enables us to a second battle phase this turn, which is very helpful as we can still do a lot of damage. Then we'll go ahead and set these two in our back row in case we can't OTK. So we've already popped 2 cards. We got a second battle phase this turn, and we can swing essentially for a lot of damage because we got over 8k anyways. And that's if everything goes through and they have no blockers or any way to really interact. However, that's all that we have for this going second hand. It's a really nice board overall, as it allows us a more of a OTK capability. The other thing that I did forget is, since a Gladiator Beast was special summoned from the deck this turn, I can set one Gladiator Beast trap from my deck. In this case, since we have Gladiator Beast Namusha, we'll go ahead and set that Gladiator Beast charge, which basically lets us get another, kind of like an Icarus attack, but for the amount of Gladiator Beast monsters we control on our board. So, overall, not that bad. We have it in the gate, at least 2 to 3 pops, and this card forces our opponent to, while we control a Gladiator Beast monster, all monsters our opponent controls must attack if able. So, that helps us line up a lot for crackback if they didn't already beat into us. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our final hand, which is us going first. All right, for our going first hand, we have Test Bear, Gladiator Beast Giselle, Primite Roar, Infinite Impermanence, and another Giselle. In this case, what we're going to go ahead and do is activate that Primite Roar, and then we can special summon one of the normal monsters since we're going to declare Gladiator, Beast, and Doll. And special summon it will go down to 6k. We'll then normal summon the Gladiator, Beast, Giselle. And then link these two off right away, allowing us to go directly into Darius. Darius's effect will allow us to special summon one from our hand. We'll special summon Giselle. Giselle effect will then allow us to grab a Gladiator, Beast, spell, or trap. In this case, we will want to grab a Gladiator Rejection. We'll go ahead and activate that Gladiator Rejection. Then we'll special summon Test Bear, and then activate Test Bear effect, attributing it to shuffle back Giselle, and then special summon back out 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. We will want to summon Gladiator Beast Vespasius and Gladiator Beast Darius. Gladiator Beast Darius will then let us trigger to special summon back a Gladiator Beast monster. So we'll special summon Gladiator Beast Giselle back to our board in defense position. Up next, we'll go ahead and go directly with Darius and Giselle and go directly into Test Panther. Test Panther lets us get a Gladiator Beast monster from our deck to our hand. We'll go ahead and get us a Laquari to our hand. We'll then next activate the effect, shuffle back the Gladiator Beast Darius to special summon the Gladiator Beast Augustus. Augustus effect allowing us to special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from our hand in defense position. And since Gladiator Rejection would also trigger, but it would have to trigger before the Augustus effect, allowing us to special summon another monster with a different type than what we currently control. So in this case, we will special summon, before we trigger that, a Gladiator Beast Adrix. Adrix is going to let us foolish another monster after we summon Laquari. We're going to then foolish a Gladiator Beast Lanista. We'll go ahead and go Vespasius and Augustus into our Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor. Tamer Editor will then allow us to special summon a Vespasius, which helps us out a lot in further context. It just gets us a further capability as an Omni Negate. We'll next take Laquari, Adrix, and Tamer Editor. These two are shuffled back into the deck, not actually sent. Then we'll take these three and go into our Gladiator Beast Heraklinos. Heraklinos is basically an Omni Negate. We can discard one card from our hand to negate the activation of a spell or trap card and destroy it. Dominatus is if our opponent activates a monster effect, we can negate the activation. If you do, destroy it, which is very helpful. Next, do we have 5? We are short 1. So we cannot go into our really big boy to further continue the play. However, we can set this unless we want to keep the Heraklinos live. in which case that is personally up to you. I would go ahead and set it. But if you're looking to keep it for spell and trap negate, I would keep it in hand, as that can help you break further a little bit more spells or traps that appear. However, this is a pretty decent board because Dominatus forces them. You get to choose the attack targets for your opponent's monster's attacks, and during the end of the battle phase, you can return this card to the extra deck, special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, so it can further help you extend for next turn. But that is all I have for the Gladiator Beast deck today for the profile. Well, not profile, but test hand. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate all the comments and questions, or likes and subscriptions that you guys, or you guys subscribing, I should say, that you guys do. This channel has become a lot of fun for me, and I appreciate you guys taking your time to further watch my videos and let me know if I've messed up in any way, or if there's a better way to build the deck, or anything like that. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings from all the dealings? Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?